Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Devilicious back again with another video from the NFG No Fox Given Alliance in server 121. Oh yeah! Okay, so today we're gonna take a look at something that's very important, and that is where to find your stats. Oh, what are we talking about? Well, when you go into your castle in Infinity Kingdom, and I'm not talking about the Hall of Immortals, okay, there is this cool little lion statue sitting right here, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to tap on that for me, and I want you to have a look at details. The crowned lion is destined to be the ruler of this land. Here you can check territory information and bonus effects. Okay, now this is normally where you see, like, if you get hit by an enemy and you lose prosperity, this is where you get to see your prosperity. Now, if you are running at 100% prosperity, then you actually do get a buff of 10% production speed, and your cavalry buff ends up being plus 5% if you are in Ruslan. Hello! That's right, Ruslan does give a nice little cavalry buff. Now, if we go across to boost, this is where you're going to find your boosted statistics, including how much of a boost you're getting for building upgrade speeds, technology speeds, gold production speed, food production, wood production, stone production, iron production, food gathering efficiency, wood gathering efficiency, stone gathering efficiency, iron gathering efficiency, shieldman load, spearman load, cavalry load, bowman load, warehouse storage limit, warehouse protection limit, and then also resource loot. Now, ideally, you want to have pretty good stats here because this will help you to grow up nice and strong relatively quickly as well. And buffs that are visible here typically come from a couple of places. One is your VIP level. Okay, so you want to get to VIP level 15 as quickly as possible if you're a new player. That will give you some nice buffs. And then in addition, you can see your shieldman attack buff, spearman, cavalry attack buff, etc., and bowman attack buff, as well as defense, HP, as well as the immortal troop number if you've got a buff here, etc., etc., etc. So this is where you get to see your military strength and military buffs as well. Now, in terms of increasing these buffs, sometimes a lot of players actually forget to do this, but inside your castle, you have an option which is called Assign. Now, Assign allows you to assign immortals to production, military, and technology. And each of your immortals offer different abilities when it comes to aptitude as well as strength in a particular area as well, such as military or technology. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you right here. When you tap on an immortal inside this treasure area, so the treasure, immortal's rarity will influence initial basic bonus. Initial basic buffs are equal to the sum of the dispatched immortals. Immortal aptitude will affect buff growth, and the sum of the basic bonus is initial value plus growth value. Boost and upgrade immortals increase their immortal aptitude. So obviously, if you've got an immortal sitting at level 25, you've kind of built that up as the super strong immortal, then you'll actually have a relatively good buff here. Now you can see here the aptitude bonus effect of Alexander is 1.8, and the initial assigning effect is 5%. If we were to go and switch in Loki, for example, instead of Alexander the Great, we would actually get a buff in terms of overall production speed. And we can have a look, for example, at other immortals here. So, for example, Siegfried at 1.7, we're going to switch in Alexander. And for Zenobia here, we can see that she's running at 1.7, as is Siegfried as well for the production buff. So Siegfried actually is pretty good for the aptitude bonus, but we're going to keep Zenobia here for now and placing Loki in there as well, giving us a nice little buff, even though his aptitude is relatively low, but that will increase over time. In terms of military, you can see here, obviously with Tamiris being quite strong, we can also see how do other immortals play in terms of military strength. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a small change here. We are going to input Tamiris on the production buff, and what we're going to do is we are going to swap out Bjorn for Loki, and we're going to get the increased improvement in terms of military buff using Loki. And then in terms of technology, you can see here Kublai Khan sitting at 1.6. Okay, and then you've got Hippolyta sitting at 1.8 for the technology buff, and then you've got Liz sitting at 1.6% for a technology buff. So as you go through these different immortals that you might have or have developed, you can see what is their initial assigning effect, and that assigning effect, that plus 5%, is quite normal for the gold level immortals. And then for the, obviously Loki being a kind of new tier or next level immortal, is going to have that better initial assigning effect, and as you build Loki, you're going to get the aptitude bonus effect increasing there as well. So guys, this is just a quick reminder for those that are looking to kind of increase their overall buffs or production speed or military capabilities, for example. You need to be able to go into your castle, and don't forget to reassign. Sometimes when you burn an immortal or you reduce an immortal down, you will forget to reassign an immortal that you're building up. In addition, for VIP 15, you do get access to a multitude of additional buffs, including troop number buff, accuracy, dodge, crit value, resilience value. I mean, there's a whole bunch of buffs here that you can see that are new as part of the VIP level 15. So you want to get to level 15 as quickly as possible, and that will give you a nice buff in terms of overall performance as well. So that's it for buff knowledge and an introduction to where to find boost information. If you get stuck at any point in time, you can jump into this menu here, which is your character card. You can tap on statistics, and then you can see all of the detailed statistics for your particular account that you're running, and in terms of that account, what's the current technology power, troop power, etc. as well. So you can see all of that info in terms of statistics here, but this is actually not so important. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week with a whole bunch of new videos. Bye for now. Haha.